it is a fact that none of the animals that they use in their experiments is allowed to leave Plum Island alive. Why couldn't the Montauk Monster be some critter that they were tinkering with that somehow went into the water and got swept by that outgoing tide? Montauk is south and east of Plum Island, not that far, maybe 10 miles as the crow flies, maybe less even. Why couldn't it be that?
Well, let's say this. This animal facility, since 1954, when it was actually inaugurated as a biological warfare facility by Nazi Germany's top germware officer, warfare officer that we secretly imported to the United States. The goal was germ warfare.
Is that true? It really was a Nazi? A Nazi ran the place? An ex-Nazi?
Yeah, his name was Eric Traub. We can find him in the depths of the National Archives and Record Administration, where I found him. And he ran his own bio-warfare island in the Baltic. We brought him here after World War II, and his idea was, let's build a germ warfare island so that we can wage war against farm animals, essentially, against the emerging Cold War against Soviet China, the Soviet Union and Communist China. But with the Montauk Monster, you know, there seems to be reports that it looks like the types of animals that are researched at Plum Island are large farm animals like cattle or pigs or sheep, animals like this. And is it possible that it could have fell off the island and and sort of washed ashore on a beach? Possibly. It looks like it may be some sort of a ploy by some movie makers to try to get publicity up for their movie. But let us be clear. What we need to say that if this Montauk Monster raises the profile of a place that is run and protected no better than a junior high school biology lab, then that's a good thing. And other things have fallen off the back, like, for example, samples of viruses and bacteria falling off the ferry and winding up on beaches before. So it wouldn't be the first time, although I'm not particularly convinced that this strange-looking animal is from Plum Island.
Scratching their heads and grossing them out. The body of this creature washed ashore along the East River. So what exactly is it? Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson spoke with the woman who first spotted it and joins us live from Lower East Side. Kimberly?
Well, Sade, let's first start with things that wouldn't be too surprising to find here in the East River. Today we spotted a tire, we even saw a bra, and a fisherman who pulled out a crab. But this creature, affectionately named the Manhattan Monster, well, all bets are off.
Well, it's pretty hideous. Is it real?
It's real.
What is it?
One part gross, one part fascinating.
When you live in Chinatown, you definitely see a fair share of like horribly crushed rats and stuff, but nothing, I've never seen anything quite like this.
Denise Ginsley showed me exactly where she spotted it. The mouth was, I mean, I saw those big teeth.
Yeah, it has big teeth and then bone exposed where its top jaw should be is just bone, like its teeth are missing.
Lying on its side here in the sand along the East River under the Brooklyn Bridge.
We were like, is that someone's pet dog that fell in the river? And so we started looking more closely and we were like, that's not a dog.
She eventually mustered up the courage to hop over the railing to get a closer look, well within 4 feet, and started taking pictures.
Skin was sort of like, some areas were gray or blue or green, but some were red.
Sort of had a raccoon face, was bloated, but Denise says didn't smell.
Maybe a cat, but then I thought that the body and the legs were a little too much like a rat.
Appropriately named the Manhattan Monster, following in the footsteps of the Montauk Monster from 2008, which officials agreed was a raccoon, was the reason Denise photographed this furless creature.
Like when you take two different flowers and you mutate it, maybe, and you put them together,
yes.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Well, the Parks Department did come and remove it and tells me it is the carcass of a cooked pig.
Someone's barbecue pig that they like threw away. But if it's someone's barbecue, why didn't they eat any of it? You know, like who cooks a pig and then like throws it in the river?
Good question. Denise was with her boyfriend at the time. He's the one that used a long stick, and turned the creature on its belly. Last check, Parks Department tells me, like its Long Island counterpart, they have gotten rid of the Manhattan Monster. For now. For now, we're live on the Lower East Side. Kimberly Richardson, Channel 7. Eyewitness
Among
News.
the world's strangest looking animals, unattractive, angry, dazed, celebrated nonetheless on a blog called Ugly Overload. But this Canadian creature, stranger still, not only because of what it looks like, but because no one knows what it is. Discovered by 2 nurses out for a hike in a remote Aboriginal community in Northern Ontario.
I've never seen the creature myself, nor has my grandfather or most of the community.
The puzzle, a monster mystery, like the Loch Ness or Ogopogo. This find making headlines in England, Australia, New Zealand, and China, baffling even the most seasoned animal experts.
Your best guess.
Best guess. That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
And stumping students at Ontario's Science Centre.
Oh, it's like a messed up dog. Oh, there's like a dog, a pig, and a bunny rabbit.
There are theories. A village elder saying he saw a similar creature in the same Northern Ontario community almost 6 decades ago. Another suggestion that the animal is related to this one, washing ashore in Montauk, New York 2 years ago, but still not identified.
I'm Carissa Lathan. Beachgoers on the Spanish coast are baffled after a mysterious 13-foot creature washed up on shore. The bizarre corpse was discovered in Villarrica, Spain. It's a rotting white carcass with what appear to be horns on its head. According to Digital Journal, a Spanish official told the media authorities had no idea what it was. But one thing was for sure, the decomposing body smelled really bad. Biologists will analyze some samples, but the rest of the carcass was buried due to possible health risks for beachgoers. Photos of the mysterious carcass were quickly passed around online, and theories about the creature are now a dime a dozen. So far, the Huffington Post reports most of them suggest it's a mutant fish, a type of shark, or an oarfish. And of course, several news anchors also took a stab at trying to identify the mysterious creature.
Is it the Loch Ness Monster, a water dinosaur, or even some sort of sea dragon?
It could be a chupacabra.
It could be.
You can't zoom it in?
Yes.
Try to zoom it in.
What the fuck? Damn. Hey, fool, look. Hey.
Zoom it in.
Look at this shit, fool. That's some UFC shit, huh? UFC UFO.
Shit. Like some
what the fuck?
Looks like a chainsaw.
What the fuck is that?
That's a spaceship, though.
Let me see.
No.
Let me see before it leaves.
What the fuck? You just watching that motherfucker?
Yo,
you seen it?
You can't zoom it in?
Yeah, that's all it is, look. It's like this one out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, what the fuck? That looks like a dude.
Oh, shit!
Fuck is like changing shape.
Hey, but that shit look like a fucking spaceship, like over there, huh? Like the way it was shaped.
Bueno, a propósito que citábamos los dragones, muy bien, Donaldo, atención con este video que la persona que hizo el registro afirma que esto es un dragón legítimo. Yo, a ver, tengo mis serias dudas, la verdad, porque la forma en donde funciona ese pixel sobre ese fondo que no tiene mayor definición,
es como si
no se ve necesariamente recortado o impuesto, pero puede ser cualquier cosa. Incluso existen aviones radiocontrolados que les ponen estas formas vistosas.
Así es.
No es concluyente el video, pero hay que entender de que una criatura de esa dimensión, por muy, digamos, rural que sea el paisaje donde estuviese volando, lo tendría que haber visto alguien más y tiene que llegar a alguna parte.
Claro.
O sea, no puede fumarse así nomás. Sin embargo, la persona dice que es legítimo. La verdad es que yo tengo mis serias dudas respecto al video, pero claramente no deja de ser fascinante. Aunque tú no lo creas, hay una gran cantidad de personas que creen, así como se creen en los ángeles, lo demás, que creen en los dragones, fíjate. Algunos piensan que era una raza extinta, digamos, de criaturas, que eran criaturas sabias, que claramente escupían fuego, podían volar y eran...